Well, another week and we are back here at Sink Tank with Jody. We're gonna do Night of the Living Dead Foley. Hopefully I'm not the worst person ever to do Foley in the history of Foley, and we're gonna do one right now.
So we're gonna take you through an actual session as if the Night of the Living Dead were our paying client today.
Okay.
And basically, before we get started, we get a cued session. It's like the roadmap that we go by that designates exactly what props and what footstep cues we need to do as it pertains to the time code on the picture.
Perfect, okay.
So we usually start a session with a cloth or a movement pass, and both of us will listen to production on headphones, and we'll have piece of cloth, and we're going to follow the movement of the character. It creates a layer of a white noise. It's an element in the ultimate soundtrack. It helps sort of fill in the gaps between sound effects and dialogue sometimes. And it's, you know, it's a simple thing, but it's an integral part of the whole picture of the soundtrack.
Very cool. Well, let's get started.
And you're going to manipulate the cloth to the movement. Okay, so you want to give it a try, TJ? Do we have our time code up on the screen?
I'm so nervous.
Okay, so you're going to hear 3 beeps.
Okay.
And on the 4th imaginary beep is when we start.
So which answers the time-old question? It's after 3, not on 3.
Right, so on the 4th imaginary.
Gotcha.
Beep, 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 go. Here we go. Excellent.
I don't think I breathed that whole time.
Well, you shouldn't, because then the microphone would pick it up.
That was surprisingly stressful. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. So now once the cloth pass is finished, we move on to the footsteps. So let's give that a shot.
So it's only going to get harder.
So in this scene, we have 2 different surfaces.
Yeah.
He's got a wood landing at the top of the stairs. The stairs are wooden. And then when he lands on the floor, it's a cement floor. He's down in the basement. So we're going to take it in 2 parts.
Okay.
And we're going to start with the wood footsteps, and then we'll reset, and we'll come back for the cement floor.
I'm glad that Steve picked a very easy clip for us.
Steve.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, now at that point we would want to switch to the concrete, because he's when he falls down to the floor,
Yeah.
we're going to switch surfaces.
I think I took like 9 steps that he did not take. You sit there
That
and
was awesome.
that was terrible.
So, you know, this is a little tricky because it's not a straight walk. You need to manipulate the shoes. You're not just walking.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move on to props.
Okay.
And we're going to just pick a couple of elements that we want to recreate. We have metal crowbar fall off wood wall.
I'm dying to know how we're going to tackle this.
Well, we got a crowbar,
You have a metal crowbar.
and we've got a wood floor that today is going to be a wood wall.
Okay.
And we're going to move the mic. Moving mic positioning is a big part of recording as well, is
Okay.
how the sound is laying into the room. We utilize 2 microphones. We have a room mic and a directional mic. TJ will make the decision on how he mixes those 2 if he's using both. So this is just the crowbar swinging off that floor, or a
Okay.
wall.
That wall.
Okay. Now you want to sell crowbar. So you
Okay.
want to, instead of it just being a very one-dimensional hit, you're going to want to hear the metals. And I might even use a little bit of this floor so
act
it
as the
doesn't
nail?
get lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's give it a try, TJ. So it has a little more dimension than just a hit.
This is fantastic. I'm so docile.
Or you are.
I'm so docile.
That was dainty. You're a dainty flower.
I am a dainty flower.
Let me show you how I might do it. It's more dynamic. It just gives more drama to the element. Let's get his hand on the wall real quick while you're down here. Let's move ahead to the body fall, which is always fun. I'm going to give you this boxing glove and this suit jacket. You don't want this to smack because it's a little harsh, but this gives it a weight and a bulk.
Oh, okay.
So when he falls, and you want to flam it, which is not just a single sound, it's a ba-bump. So give that a shot.
I will attempt it.
Give it some weight.
Awesome.
Nice. We're going to use a couple of things to simulate this axe, a hammer and this old head, and we're going to do it on the wood floor again.
On the wood floor, okay.
The reason I'm using this piece and not just the hammer, which would probably work too, is again to try and get a little bit of element of the metal axe head.
Okay.
So let's take a look at the motion, how we might do this. Why don't you give it a try?
I'll give it my dainty flower try.
You got it. That was good. I like that. You had an element of the handle. Nice job.
Thank you. Do I feel nervous? We're about to watch it, and I don't think I was called not a dainty flower on any one of them. So you're about to hear the daintiest of the Night of the Living Dead ever.
You did a heck of a job. Awesome. There were only a few footsteps missing. It was a little tappy and weightless, but you know, with
Weightless.
some practice.
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever told me, that I'm weightless.
Not in Foley. But I mean, great job.
I'll tell you, if you're out there and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go start doing this tomorrow, I can definitely tell the doing it over and over and over is so critical.
It is.
It is an art. It is something that definitely is something that I'm glad there are Emmys for this kind of stuff. I'm glad there are Oscars for sound design, because this is not just a plug-in that you drop into a DAW out there and boom, you're done. This is truly art.
Well, thanks for noticing.
I just want to say thank you, Jody, TJ. This has been amazing. I've been humbled by this experience.
We're glad you had a good time and you learned a little bit of knowledge about the wonderful world of Foley.
I just want to thank again the Think Tank for having us. Go check them out, link in the description below. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so when you find out when these new videos come online every single week. I'm Andrew from Deity Microphones. Thank you for watching.